Hey, Flatirons, it's Pastor Jim. I have to give you an update on kind of where we are as a church with all the COVID restrictions coming our way. So I'm going to make an announcement, but it's a two-part announcement, so don't tune me out like halfway through this, okay? So I met with all of our leaders, all of our campus pastors. I also met with several pastors around the area about what's the wisest, most loving thing to do, given the heightened hospitalizations and the growing number of cases in Colorado. And I know this is going to bring up a lot of energy both sides when I say this, but we have made the decision that we are going to close our campuses this weekend to live attendance. We will be streaming at 9 and 11 like we normally do, but we believe, again, like we back in March, is that we were always going to make the most wise and loving decisions to take care of people that we possibly can. I know I'm going to get the emails going, you're cowering to hysteria, to the man, to the government, whatever that is. I just want to tell you this. We have a federal ruling that allows churches to meet without restriction in terms of numbers or with masks. So it's permissible. It's legal for us to do that. But we're trying to take a step beyond that and go, but what's the wisest, most loving, most caring thing that we can do to take care of one another? And no one can argue that the cases are really going up. So we have made a decision to close our campuses. Again, hold on, there's more coming. I don't know how long they'll be closed. Hopefully this spike will begin, especially if we really are cautious and we take care of each other. Hopefully those cases will start coming down and we'll open up the doors as soon as that's possible. I will say this, my goal, and I'm going to ask you to even pray in this direction, my goal would be for us to possibly, this is not a promise, but possibly come back together for Christmas services that weekend. So that's the goal. If we'll all make sacrifices now and let go of our rights and privileges now on behalf of a longer term goal, I think we could do it. I think we could come back together on Christmas. So campuses, all of our campuses are closed starting this weekend until further notice. Now here's the other part of that, okay? A lot of the concern or the criticism about us meeting together in the first place is putting people in rooms, and I understand some of that. We've studied all the local restrictions, and we also understand that there's different institutions out there. The Broncos would be a good example, where if there's certain protocols that are followed, outdoor gatherings would be allowed. And so we're going to try something this Sunday, and if it works, great. But at 11 o'clock this Sunday, we are going to have, I guess, what we're going to call pop-up Flatirons. We're going to have I'm going to teach. The band is going to be there playing worship in the south parking lot of our office building here on South Boulder Road. It is literally pop-up church. Again, I'll be teaching. The band will be doing the full worship experience under the portico out here on the back patio, and there's room for several hundred people if we will spread out and really observe that safe social distancing, which we're going to ask you to do. But it is BYO church. BYO, bring your own chair, bring your own blanket like you would do to a Broncos game, bring your own coffee. There's no childcare. There's limited access. There are some restrooms that are available, but it's limited depending upon how many people show up. And we're going to try this as an experiment to see if we can do both. If we can not meet together in buildings where there's a high risk level, but also realize that this is the time of year where spiritual and mental health are really, really feeling the weight and the darkness of this season. And so we don't want to ignore that. And so we are going to try to accommodate both. We're going to be safe by moving away from in-person meetings in buildings, but we're going to try pop-up church this Sunday at 11 o'clock here on South Boulder Road in Lafayette on the south parking lot of our offices here behind the mall. You can park on all around the mall. You can park in local parking lots around here and then walk in. You can park at the main Lafayette campus and then walk across the road. But bring your own chair, bring your own blanket, bring your own coffee, and we're going to try this. We're planning on starting at 11. That we're going to hold that really, really flexible. It might be 11:15, it may be whatever, but we're going to try pop-up Flatirons Church this Sunday at 11, live and in person, outdoors. Bring your own chair, bring your own blanket, bring your own coffee, bring your kids, let them play in the grass if you want to. But the win is, I really think as we look at this revival series, God is doing something in this church. And I, not to sound too weird, I think Satan hates it. And I think he's going to try to crush it, and we will not. We will not be crushed, and we won't be silenced. And we're gonna shout it until the whole world knows that, hey, there's hope in Jesus. And COVID can't take that away. and politics can't take that away, and hatred can't take that away. Nothing can take that away. Jesus wins. And we're going to shout that, and we're going to sing it together. So you're invited to come. We are going to ask you to do this. So all the registrations for all your campuses, those are officially canceled. We're just erasing them all. And so we're going to post a new link for registration for Pop-Up Church at 11 o'clock here at the Lafayette campus offices. And we're going to ask you to register for that just so we have an idea of how many people are going to show up, so we can plan accordingly. We will not be defeated. We won't be slowed down. I think the church actually thrives when it feels the weight of persecution, or at least oppression. I definitely think that we as a church are experiencing that, but we can still be a light in the darkness, and we can give hope to the hopeless. It's all found in Jesus. And we're going to talk a lot about Jesus this week. I cannot wait to see as many of you that feel comfortable doing that. Otherwise, watch it online, and we'll all worship Jesus together. Okay? Love you. Bye.